Translating a book into a TV series can have its own creative liberties, but that means it's also bound to have its fair share of differences. With Apple TV's Palm Royale out alongside the book it's based on, those differences are clear to see.
I see us all as one sisterhood.
Welcome to The Rewind. Today, we'll be going over Palm Royale, key differences between the book and the TV series. Before we begin, make sure to give this video a like and hit that subscribe button for good luck.
You found the cream de cacao after all.
We sent someone out for it.
Well, that is what I call going above and beyond.
The setting. Mr. and Mrs. American Pie takes place in 1969 Palm Springs with Mrs. Maxine Horton Simmons living her best life in her mansion with her husband of almost 17 years, Douglas Simmons. Things are too good to be true until Douglas tells Maxine he is leaving her and moving to Los Angeles with his secretary Jennifer. During their Thanksgiving dinner, Maxine snaps and makes a big drunken scene, throwing dishes and food before jumping into the pool and making a fool of herself. Douglas, who files for divorce, bans Maxine from Palm Springs and sends her to live at his old condo in Scottsdale, Arizona. There, she meets bar and restaurant owner Robert Hogarth. At her condo, she befriends preteen Charles Chuck Bronski and his 2-year-old sister Dawn Bronski, who, along with Robert, help her compete in the Mr. and Mrs. American Pie contest. In Palm Royale, viewers are introduced to Maxine as she sneaks into the Palm Royale Country Club, only to be discovered by bartender Robert Diaz. In the show, Maxine lives in a motel while her husband Douglas, who's a pilot, jet sets around the world for work. She devises a plan to integrate herself with the leading ladies of society, only to be not met with open arms. Meanwhile, Douglas's wealthy Queen of the Season Aunt Norma is in a coma, and Maxine occasionally visits her to borrow clothes and jewelry to impress the country club ladies. Maxine then decides to take over as host of the event of the season, the Beach Ball, while Norma is incapacitated. Maxine does find a friend in Linda, a feminist group leader who has ties to the Palm Beach Country Club ladies. But Linda's partner and fellow feminist Virginia is less than thrilled about Maxine.
I'm gonna kill her.
No, don't say that.
I want you just freaking die, Norma!
Characters. The book centers around only a handful of characters, as opposed to the show's ensemble cast. Maxine Simmons, a former Miss San Bernardino who is married to Douglas Simmons. Douglas Simmons, who is a wealthy Western Airlines executive who splits his work time between Palm Springs and Los Angeles. Robert Hogarth, a closeted gay man who owns La Dulcinea Family Tavern and befriends Maxine when she moves to Scottsdale. The show, on the other hand, dives deep into Maxine and the people surrounding her. Palm Royale consists of a dynamic and impressive ensemble cast that brings the charm, charisma, and backstabbing. This includes Kristen Wiig as Maxine Simmons, a former beauty pageant contestant from Tennessee who attempts to become part of the town's group of high society women. Ricky Martin as Robert Diaz, the bartender at the Palm Royale Country Club. He was also Norma's caretaker and lives in her pool house.
Robert, shake me another martini, and then let's play doctor.
Josh Lucas as Douglas, Maxine's pilot husband and nephew of wealthy Palm Beach official Queen Bee, Norma Delacourt. These are only a handful of the characters that are waiting to be featured prominently in the show, so expect even more new faces along the way.
I am never in over my head. It would be disrespectful to my hairdresser.
Touche.
Maxine's origin story. In the book, Maxine hails from California, where she was a former Miss San Bernardino. She and airline executive Douglas have been married for almost 17 years. Maxine appears to already be included in Palm Springs Country Club high society. In the show, Maxine is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Douglas served as a judge at the pageant she was competing in. And while she did not win the Miss Chattanooga title, she and Douglas fell in love and got married. One thing that does bring both of the Maxines together, however, is their need to be a part of something bigger and fabulous. She always has been an orphan as well as an outsider. Maxine, as a character, has always been alone in the world.
Let's hear it for Palm Beach!
That's gonna be it, folks. What did you think of our list? Before you leave, don't forget to give this video a like and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Go ahead and check out these other videos here at The Rewind, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our future uploads.